The book of Genesis, the first book of the Hebrew Bible, tells the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. These two cities, located in the valley of Sodom, were known for their prosperity and abundance. However, beneath the veneer of worldly success lay a deep moral corruption. The inhabitants of Sodom and Gomorrah had turned away from God and embraced wickedness. Their sins, particularly their sexual immorality and violence, cried out to heaven for judgment. The Bible describes their behavior as an abomination before the Lord, a testament to the depths of their depravity. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked sin and the unwavering justice of God. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah stands as a cautionary tale, a testament to the potential consequences of moral decay. The Bible uses this narrative to highlight the importance of righteousness and the dangers of straying from God's path. It is a story that has resonated throughout history, reminding us of the importance of moral accountability and the enduring power of faith. Even today, the names Sodom and Gomorrah are synonymous with sin and destruction, a stark reminder of the potential consequences of moral corruption. In Genesis chapter 18, we learn of God's decision to investigate the depth of sin in Sodom and Gomorrah. The outcry against the cities had reached the heavens, and God, grieved by their wickedness, determined to intervene. He revealed his plan to Abraham, who was known for his righteousness and close relationship with God. Abraham was deeply troubled by this news, knowing the severity of God's judgment. He pleaded with God to spare the cities if even a small number of righteous people could be found within their walls. This act of intercession demonstrated Abraham's compassionate heart and his belief in the possibility of redemption, even in the face of overwhelming sin. God, known for his mercy as much as his justice, agreed to Abraham's plea. He promised to spare the cities if even 10 righteous people could be found. This agreement highlighted God's willingness to extend grace and forgiveness even to those who had strayed far from his path. It also underscored the importance of righteousness and the role that even a small group of faithful individuals could play in averting divine judgment. The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation between divine justice and human sin, with the fate of Sodom and Gomorrah hanging in the balance. Abraham's plea for Sodom and Gomorrah is a testament to his compassion and faith. Knowing the gravity of their sins, he still appealed to God's mercy. He bargained with God, starting with 50 righteous people, then 40, and so on until he reached 10. This negotiation showcased Abraham's courage and his unwavering belief in the power of divine mercy. It also highlighted the tension between God's justice and his love for humanity, a theme that resonates throughout the Bible. God's willingness to spare the cities for the sake of even 10 righteous people underscores his infinite capacity for forgiveness. It reinforces the idea that God desires not the death of the wicked, but their repentance and return to him. This episode serves as a powerful reminder that even in the face of overwhelming sin, God's mercy remains available to those who seek it. The story of Abraham's plea offers a glimmer of hope amidst the impending judgment, reminding us that God is always willing to extend grace to those who turn back to him. Genesis chapter 19 narrates the arrival of 2 angels in Sodom, disguised as men. Lot, Abraham's nephew, welcomed them into his home, demonstrating his hospitality and adherence to God's laws. However, the men of Sodom, consumed by their wickedness, surrounded Lot's house, demanding that he hand over his guests for their perverse desires. Lot, in an attempt to protect his guests, offered his own daughters to the mob, highlighting the extent to which Sodom's depravity had infected its inhabitants. The angels, revealing their true nature, struck the mob with blindness and warned Lot and his family to flee the city. God's judgment was imminent, and they were to escape without delay. As they fled, Lot's wife, disobeying the angel's command not to look back, turned back towards the city and was instantly transformed into a pillar of salt. This tragic event served as a stark reminder of the importance of obedience to God's commands and the swiftness with which his judgment could fall. The following morning, the Lord rained down burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah, completely destroying the cities and all their inhabitants. The once prosperous cities became a desolate wasteland, a fiery testament to the consequences of unrestrained sin, and a stark warning to all who would follow in their footsteps. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah serves as a powerful reminder of the reality of divine judgment and the importance of living a life of righteousness and obedience to God.